Feel me like a Hellcat.
Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm Msi BT, and today we are going to see a little bit about Valley, which was a game that was released by Blue Eyes Entertainment, and it's making use of Unity Engine to power up its game and graphics. Okay, Unity Engine, I don't really know which version it's on the use, if it is the 4 or the 5, but if I had to guess, I would say that is the Unity Engine 5. So the game is developed by Blue Eyes Entertainment. Blue Eyes Entertainment was the developers of the Slender, The Arrival, and we are now taking a look on the options menu. As you can see, I had to remove the music because of copyright. We can choose our own keys, we can't do that. I think that thing is lame, because it shouldn't be that hard to implement. And now let's take a look on the settings menu, which in my opinion is completely bugged. Because, for example, we are using the eye preset. The eye preset doesn't include anti-aliasing. That thing is weird. So I had to put the game on FXAA, but as you can see, you can choose to SSAA, which is incredibly demanding. It's like multiplying the resolution, and we don't want that, because otherwise we would be playing at 4K. So the median settings is the same thing. Don't have anti-aliasing. The presets don't really change the texture resolution, which I think is dumb too, so you can switch between presets and the texture resolution don't drop or don't go up. So for me it's bugged too. And the low settings will be this one, and this one I will leave the game without any sort of anti-aliasing. So this is the free presets that I'm going to benchmark, but on the video what you are going to see is the game playing out maxed out, with exception of course of SSAA. So all this menu is entirely bugged, and all that is related to the mouse in this game is bugged, because the options, if I want to drop the quality, I would press the left arrow, right, but it seems that is contrary. It's on the right and on the others is on the left. So it seems that all these options menu was a little bit rushed for the PC version. So that doesn't inspire me too well for that. But anyway, let's take a look now about the game. So like I was telling you, the mouse is very clunky. It seems that the mouse acceleration is turned on for its maximum value, and you can't really adjust it. I tried to reduce mouse sensitivity a little bit to see if it worked a little bit better, but nothing happened really. So if you want to check the results without recording of this video, you just need to press the red rectangle saying Framerate on the upper right corner, or check the details of the video. But anyway, if you want to check Msi Afterburner, Msi Afterburner is only taking like 1 to 2 FPS of the game, okay? So guys, hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
If by some miracle you find this thing and become the most famous archaeologist of all time, beers are on me. I'll even trade in your tinfoil hat for a whip and fedora. I just really hope all those canoeing lessons pay off.
Pathfinder, you will be tasked with operating and testing the newly developed Leaf suit as our hard-working scientists at Pendulum develop new ways to empower our troops fighting the war in Europe. With the power of the Leaf suit, you will be able to perform unimaginable feats. Leaping high into the air. Sprinting as quickly as a cheetah. Even manipulating life and death itself are part of the many stunts accomplished by the Leaf suit. In addition to these marvelous wonders, an audio rear recorder built directly into the suit allows a Pathfinder to conveniently listen to important intelligence, hands-free during training exercises. And don't forget to keep an ear out for new upgrades available for your suit, as our scientists continue looking for new ways to improve the fearsome might of the Leaf suit. Good luck and safe journey as you test the limits of this amazing new technology.
Virginia King. Audio Journal, June 4th, 1941. Shortly after the outbreak of war in Europe, I was enlisted by the Army to study the history of this valley. The mysterious forest sprites seem to be the last living remnants of the long-lost culture that once lived here. A large number of them seem to inhabit the northeast sector of the valley, just past the ruins where the Life Seed, rumored to possess an earth-shattering power, was found. That's as good a place as any to study them. Calls this valley Area 634, but I've ascribed a new word for it. Surus. The beauty of that word seems to rival the majesty of this place. I suppose that would make its ancient inhabitants officially known as Saurians. To think these ruins have existed here for so long. They predate any known civilization on the continent. They seem to have infused the life energy from trees into their infrastructure, but how? Luckily for me, the military is helping to explore all these ruins through the soldiers piloting Leaf suits. They call these soldiers Pathfinders. They can trek through terrain normally inaccessible to someone like me. Every guy back home's gonna want to go joyriding in a Leaf suit. But until the military's project comes to a close, we're cut off from any contact outside the valley. I guess the world will have to wait just a bit longer to get their hands on these rides. Just what are these glowing orbs that everyone is making a fuss over? They're absolutely beautiful. They seem to grow randomly throughout the valley. I know nothing about them other than that they are indigenous to this valley and that the army is using their energy for their war project. That's about as much as they'll tell me. It's such a shame. I wish they would just let them be. But I suppose it's the whole reason we're here to begin with. To me that the natives of the valley worshipped the giant tree here almost as a deity. Great lengths were taken to construct obelisks around this tree, which the ancients used to help grow it. I've begun to use the term Titan tree to designate this species. According to my interpretations, once every 1,000 years the Titan tree will produce the mythological and famed life seed.
Hello boys and girls, welcome back now to the performance section of the video of the Huawei. And as you can see, playing on the eye settings, which is mostly maxed out without SSAA, we got an average of 49, but we can see a lot of oscillations on the frame rate. We can see that the game sometimes goes to 30s, other times goes to like 50s, so it's very weird. And on the medium settings and the low settings, we can see that the graphic is mostly stick at 60, but with a couple of drops. So looking to the consistency, we can see that on the eye settings the game will drop from 60 FPS most of the time. As for the medium and the low settings will be like 40%, and that's because on medium and low settings we got a little bit of bottleneck in this game, and that is why it doesn't scale too much higher. And the 30 FPS otherwise, the game don't go below 30 FPS unless a little bit on the eye settings, but minor. So on the eye settings the game consumes like 2 GB of VRAM. The RAM usage was of 4 GB for me, which I believe that if you have 4 GB the game might stutter a little bit, but mostly you will be okay. CPU usage was between 20 to 40%, which I think this is the reason of bad optimization, because the CPU should be better used than this. And the GPU usage was between 80 to 90%. The game was kept to 60 FPS despite you are using VSync or not. So this concludes the analysis of the Huawei. Hope you did enjoy this video, and if you would really like my work here, just subscribe, share it and like it, okay? Thank you a lot for watching, and hope to see you soon. Goodbye.